Hey everybody, it's Madam Skylar, and I thought I would show you guys a quick spell to increase your chances to win the lottery. Now, this spell is going to be more like increasing your chances in luck. You may not win, so don't think it's like a super good spell to like win, but it'll definitely like increase your chances. I'm doing this for a family member whom I've done it for before, and she's won before, but like not a lot, but like just enough money to buy her a car. So I thought like this would be a good vibe to send out for people who just need the money to like pay for college or to, you know, get that car that they wanted or something. So it may not be like $1 million, but like we all want, but it's definitely something to like send out to help, you know, help with your chances. So let me get started. So the first thing you're going to need is some organic cinnamon. The reason why is this is mostly used for luck and money. People will sprinkle it around their doorsteps and such to, you know, attract money. You can get any type of cinnamon really, but I just use the organic kind because that's usually what I get. The next thing you're going to use is some oils. If you have some essential oils, you can use them. I use this one that I got from this website. Can't remember the name of it right offhand, but I'll put the link in the description. It's worked so far for me, and I really like it. And then I also use eucalyptus oil for my money. You can also use peppermint, but I am out of peppermint essential oil, so this is what I'm using. You can also make your own oil completely, and you can do this by taking olive oil and using it. So that's a good way of also using if you don't have essential oils. Now, this is totally optional, but I take a little bottle and I like to mix my oils together and then sprinkle the cinnamon over it. But if you have something that you can mix your oils in, you can totally use it. If not, it's totally fine just to use them separate. The next thing you're going to need is a like sharp object, like a pen or some sort. The reason why you want to use like an object is to write onto your candle. I'm actually thinking about making my own out of driftwood that I found. I've been thinking about it a lot, so yeah, you just want to get a sharp object of sorts and make yourself like a pen, and you can make your own. As I've said, I'm getting ready to, so yep. The most important thing is a green candle. You can get glass, and you can get tapestry candle. I tend to use these kind because I like to use these, but if you use glass, I'll put down in the description how to use the glass one, because I don't have a glass one right on hand right now. So now we're gonna get to like the optional things. The optional things you can use dried up mint. Like I said, I don't have the peppermint oil, but I do have the dried up mint that I've dried out. You can also use a mixer to crush up everything and easily put it into your bottle to use. Now, like I said, you can use olive oil as a way to, you know, use as a substitute for your essential oils if you do not have essential oils. But you can get these easily off of like Amazon or anything. Like I said, I'll put everything that I can in the description box to show you guys where you can get all this stuff. It's pretty cheap and it's pretty easy, so you don't have to worry about like anything too expensive. So here we go. Another thing I'd like to bring up to you guys is to use matches. The reason why I tell people to use matches is because lighters take all the magic out of it. Now, if you don't have any matches, then you can use a lighter. I mean, it's not gonna like hurt you big time, but I feel like matches work way better. I don't know what it is, but to me it just takes all the magic away, because you're using like fluid and lighters to make you know, the flames. And with matches, you're using, you know, your own hand basically as a way to make these work. And that's just my opinion, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just strangely weird when it comes to these things, but like I said, if you don't have any matches, you can use a lighter. It's not gonna hurt, but I prefer matches when it comes to lighting a candle afterwards. So also, don't forget some sort of bowl that you probably won't even care about to mix things in. The reason being is you probably don't want to make a mess, but if it doesn't bother you, you can do it like on a table or anything like that. If you like an easy cleanup, you can also put your candle in it if you're worried about the wax from the taper candle ruining everything. But personally, I don't care. I mean, I have candle wax everywhere, and people are like, why do you got candle wax everywhere? It's because I just don't care. I mean, I let it just drip because that's just me. I guess I'm messy. Before I start, I do want to like point out that if you're doing this, make sure you have like the best intentions. Like, don't do this out of negativity, and don't do this out of like spite or anything. The reason being is you want to like ask good things to happen. You want to say, I will get this money, I will get it. Be super positive, because if you're not really positive while you're doing it, then yeah, it's probably not going to work. I've had a lot of people like write me and be like, it didn't work for me, and I'm like, were you super positive? And you know, they're like, I was kind of hesitant about it all. Can't be that way. You got to be super into what you're doing and super positive and say, I will get this, and send out those good vibes to your angels or whatever you worship, and just, you know, get that good vibe thing going. Because if you don't, then chances are, yeah, it's probably not going to work if you're just joking around. So officially, let me start and show you how to do this. Now, there's no official day to do a spell. You can do a spell anytime you want. Wednesdays are better, but I'm typically choosing tonight because tonight is the new moon in Gemini, but you know, by the time this uploads, it won't be. So yeah, but I'm gonna start by mixing all my oils and my herbs that I got. As I've said, if you do not have these, you can go buy them, or you could use olive oil as a way for your essential oils, or you can just not use peppermint oil or peppermint leaves at all if you don't have these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try it and mix this in here as quick as I can. I want to do a few drops, maybe 2 or 3. It was probably about 6 there, but mostly 3 drops is the best way to go if you can. If you don't have, I'm super almost out of this. So 1, 2, 3. I'll go ahead and do 4, 5, 6, because I want to make sure that I get even number there. But yep. So there's your oils mixed together. You can do some little chemistry there if you want to mix it. Next, if you have your peppermint, you want to get it out and crush it up. As I've said, these are super dead leaves. I like mine that way. Everything's got to be dead, so yeah. You want to go ahead and put some of these in here and crush them up a bit. Not a lot, but I typically just like to take them off the little thing, but I also include that, so the root as well. And you just want to crush it up a bit. Make sure you get it all like a dust almost, but if you can't do that, it's totally fine. But you just want to have it like a super dust, kind of like, you know, just crushed up leaves a little bit. Then you want to take your bottle and try your best to put all of this in here. as good as you can. And you know, you might not need all of it since there is a lot more of this than there is the oil. But you know, I typically try to use all of it if I can, but now you want to try to like mix it all together a little bit. Like I said, do some of that chemistry, shake it up. Science of being a witch. It's really good. I actually like the way that looks. Now what you want to do is you want to take your sharp object and your green candle, and you want to write on your candle what you want. Like that you need this money for a good reason, for a good cause, that you will win this. You don't want to be negative. You don't want to say I might. You want to say I will, and you want to send out those good vibes to your angels and good vibes to what you worship. You start by writing to whatever you worship, it doesn't matter. But I talk to God and my angels. You know, I'm Christian, so it's okay to be Christian witch. It's okay to be Muslim witch. It's okay to be whatever you want. Just make sure you're doing it positive. That's all I'm saying. No negativity. I always start with writing dear. My God. My God and my angels. And you can do this symbol for Anne. If you run out of room, you just go down the whole candle. I decided to switch to a pen because it's much more easier, but you just want to keep writing down the candle until you get your full spell and blessing and your feeling into it. Just make sure you're getting all those good thoughts, good feelings into your candle. So positive things will happen. That's what you want, is positive, positive, positive. This is what it should look like once you are done writing on it. You should have everything, your entire prayer written on it to send out your vibes to what you worship, my God and my angels. So yeah, you gotta be, like I said, positive. So try and be positive as you can. Now you want to take your cinnamon and pour it into your bowl. Just a little bit of it, not a whole lot. It was a whole lot. My bad. Then you want to take your oil that you just made, and you want to make sure you pour it out onto your finger and onto your candle and rub it down and pray while you're doing this. So you want to do this. You want to rub this down with these oils down, the peppermint and such. Make sure you get this going and you pray. You want to rub this down from bottom to wick. Bottom to wick. Then you want to take your peppermint, oh my gosh, your cinnamon, and you want to rub your cinnamon down and pray to your angels, to your God, to help you get the money that you need. have a lot of people ask me, like, if psychics are real, why can't they win the lotteries and stuff, you know? Let me explain something. I'm a big believer in, like, fate and whatnot. And I believe if you're meant to win something, you can't just, you know, go to a psychic and get your lottery numbers. I can pull some for people if they like. And that's the thing. It's like, a lot of people will tell me, why haven't I won or something? And it's like, if God wants me to win, He'll give me the money to do it. It's all in, like, your faith and what you believe in. It's not really so much as, like, as what people think psychics are. Like, you just see the numbers in your head and it just comes across. It's not like that. If you're meant to win it, and here's a good story. I actually had a friend of mine who was a psychic. She was really good. She worked for the police department and helped them find, like, missing people and such all the time. And she had a guy come up there and ask her for lottery numbers. And she told him, you know, if you're meant to win it, you're meant to win it. And he was like, well, I just want to give it a shot, you know. So she gave him the numbers, and she watched him put the numbers in his wallet. And then he was like, okay, I'm going. And he left. He called her right when he got home. And he told her, you know, you watched me put those numbers in my wallet. And she's like, yeah. He goes, well, they're not in there. I've been looking around, but those numbers are gone. After the whole thing was over, he came back by and got some more numbers from her. He ended up finding them. They were in a weird place in his house, and he did not even put them there. They were in his wallet the whole time, so he got totally weirded out. But yeah, that's like a good example of why you don't need to use psychics the way you think you can use them, because us psychics, we're not used that way. You can't just go to us and ask for numbers and such and think you're gonna win. It's not like that. It's more about faith and positivity. You gotta be more faithful and positive about what you want, and that's just how I see things and how I view it. Now that it's over and you've prayed, and I've been praying, trust me, you want to go ahead and light your candle. So let me show you how to set this up. Now you totally don't have to get rid of the cinnamon. You can set it right on top. It won't even bother anything. And you just go ahead and set your candle right in there. And I'm going to show you what to do next. So you want to make sure it looks somewhat like this. And then you're going to do this. You're going to put your hands around the candle and you're going to pray. You're going to knock 3 times afterwards. So it's basically like this. You're going to just put your hands around it and you're going to pray to your God and your angels and what you want. After you say your prayer, you're going to knock 3 times to seal. 1, 2, 3. Then you want to go ahead and light your candle. Should definitely look somewhat like this. After you're done, then you just set it in a safe place. Do not blow it out. Let it blow out all the way. That's why I recommend people to do these sort of things if they know they're going to stay home for the weekend. Because if you're going out somewhere, you don't want to leave these lit, you know. So make sure you're going to be at home and you're not going to go nowhere, so things don't burn down. But after you're done, this is what it should look like. Sorry for the messy background, but it should definitely look like this. You can place it on your altar or anywhere within your house. If you plan to leave for the weekend, you can blow it out. but I highly recommend you let these burn all the way through. So blessings and peace be with you. Thank you for watching my video, and be sure to like and subscribe. Kisses. Mwah.